Dr. DDS Sandhu, PVSM, an administrator par excellence, the proud recipient of the prestigious Param Vishisht Seva Medal, is the Vice Chancellor of Kurukshetra University, Kurukshetra, also holding the additional charge of the Vice Chancellor of Guru Jambeshwar University of Science and Technology, Hisar.
To Dr. Dhinsa for giving me this opportunity. I must confess to you that I'm a great admirer of his and an ardent fan. I have yet to see an amalgam of such gentlemanliness and such knowledge in one person. He is so systematic that you may have had a telephonic conversation with him. I also reckon him amongst one of my best friends, though, and you may have a telephonic conversation with him a couple of months back, but he will still remember and at an opportune time come back to you with a particular request that you had made or a point that you had made, keeping it that much in mind. And I think that speaks volumes for his concern for all his friends, and that concern is manifested totally when you enter your campus. I mean, it's astounding that a campus which is just 7 years old is so green and it's so well maintained that it puts a lot of other campuses which are much older with a much more administrative backing, a much larger number of people supporting it. In Dr. Dhinsa and all of you who are part of this great organization. Coming to the subject, I think it's been very well chosen. It just reminds me of that ad that you're continuously seeing these days on television, where this young boy, and he says कि जिस तरह से आप लोग पेट्रोल खत्म इस्तेमाल कर रहे हो तो पेट्रोल तो बचेगा नहीं, तो सब साइकिल ही चलाएंगे, तो मैं साइकिल रिपेयर शॉप करूँगा. So I think this point is now we are getting awakened to the great degradation that is taking place on our planet. It's taken, I think the earth is, there are very many prominent scientists. I can see some old faces from Guru Jambeshwar University also here, from the environmental and from the management and all. All you scientists who are sitting here will know that this earth is, I think, 4.5 billion years old. And it has taken that much time for us to develop the resources that we are now in the last about a century plus, just about a century. That means the 20th century and maybe 30, 40 years of the 19th century. In this 140 years, we have raped this planet. I'm purposely using such a strong word because I think there is nothing else to be said about it. And at least we have now woken up to the reality that degradation is actually taking place around all of us. Dr. Dhinsa has already given you a lot of statistics. But I am a little worried about one more thing. That this backlash that is taking place on everybody is now suddenly, after this great Copenhagen conference, which did not succeed very well, let me put it to you. There were a lot of holdbacks from people because the developed countries or those who are already industrialized, they want to put people who are developing on the same platform regarding emissions, etc. I mean, it's a moot point to say that China and India are the greatest emitters of gases, just forgetting that actually it's the US which is doing 22 tons per individual and India is only doing 1.7. But just because we are more in number when you multiply it, so therefore, from a purely
General Jan Naik to Devilal Vidyapith, Managing Director Dr. Radheshyamji, Professor Vineet Goyal, Principal Engineering Goyal College, Professor Shashi Kapoor, Professor Anil.
Importantly is that technology must be made affordable to the user by subsidizing it from the government. And if that is done, like it was done a couple of years back with solar energy, and if that is taken on to other technologies, this will progress very fast.
इसमें पूरे भारत से 250 के लगभग इंजीनियर और साइंटिस्ट हिस्सा ले रहे हैं और मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि वो इस तरह की सिफारिशें रिकमेंडेशंस हमें देंगे जो गवर्नमेंट को भेजी जा सके और जिससे हम इस एनवायरनमेंट को, ये धरती माता हमारी संपत्ति नहीं है, ये हमारे आने वाली पीढ़ियों की संपत्ति है और जिस हालत में हमें ये धरती माता और एनवायरनमेंट मिला है, मदर इंडिया मिली थी, हमारा धर्म बनता है कि हम उससे बेहतर हालत में आने वाली पीढ़ी को सौंप के जाएं।